Laura Enever was born on November 17, 1991, in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, into a family that loved the ocean and outdoor activities. Growing up in one of the most iconic surf destinations in the world, it was no surprise that Laura was drawn to surfing from a young age. Her father, a keen surfer, introduced her to the sport when she was just a child, and by the time she was a teenager, Laura was already showing a natural talent for riding the waves. Surfing became a central part of her life, and her love for the ocean and the sport grew stronger each year. From an early age, Laura was encouraged to pursue her passion for surfing. Her early years saw her participating in local competitions and quickly making a name for herself on the junior circuit. By her teenage years, she was already competing in national events, and it was clear that she was a rising star in Australian surfing. Laura's enthusiasm and determination to improve were evident, and she quickly gained recognition not only for her skill but also for her competitive spirit. In her early teens, Laura began to focus more seriously on pursuing a professional career in surfing, with her sights set on making it to the elite levels of the sport. The turning point came when she was 14, as she began to consistently place highly in national and international events, earning her a reputation as a promising young surfer. She started competing at the international level, participating in events sanctioned by the Association of Surfing Professionals, ASP, and making her mark in some of the most prestigious junior events around the world. As she honed her skills and progressed through the competitive ranks, she became more determined to reach the top of the sport and establish herself as a force to be reckoned with in the surfing world. Career peak, making her mark in the world of surfing. Laura's breakthrough into professional surfing came at the age of 17 when she qualified for the World Surf League, WSL World Tour. At that time, the competition in the world of surfing was fierce, with many talented athletes vying for their place on the prestigious circuit. Laura's rise was fueled by her exceptional talent, competitive edge, and ability to perform under pressure. She quickly made a name for herself as one of the most exciting surfers on the circuit, known for her aggressive approach to competition, her versatility in handling a variety of wave types, and her fearless commitment to pushing the limits of her abilities. During her early years on the world tour, Laura began to build a strong reputation as a competitor capable of challenging the best in the world. Although she faced stiff competition from the likes of surfing legends like Stephanie Gilmore, Carissa Moore, and Tyler Wright, Laura was not daunted. Her dynamic style, powerful turns, and ability to stay calm under pressure helped her stand out in a crowded field. She showed early on that she was a surfer with the potential to break into the elite ranks of the sport, consistently earning strong results at World Tour events. In 2011, Laura made her debut on the ASP World Tour, marking the beginning of her professional surfing career. The following year, she made an impression by advancing to the quarterfinals of the ASP Women's World Tour, which was a notable accomplishment for a young surfer still learning the intricacies of the professional circuit. It was evident that Laura was steadily improving and capable of handling the demands of elite competition. She competed in some of the biggest events on the calendar, including the Rip Curl Pro, Billabong Pro, and Quicksilver Pro, and continued to perform consistently, making her way up the ranks. One of Laura's career peaks came in 2013 when she earned her first career victory at the ASP Women's World Tour event in Newcastle, Australia. This victory was a defining moment in Laura's career and established her as a legitimate contender in the world of women's surfing. Her win at Newcastle was celebrated not only for her skill but also for her perseverance, as she had to overcome several tough rounds and defeat some of the sport's top competitors to secure the title. The win boosted her rankings and gave her the confidence she needed to continue pursuing her dreams of becoming a world champion. Following her breakthrough win, Laura continued to be a regular contender in the World Tour events. She showed that her victory in Newcastle was no fluke, as she repeatedly reached the later rounds of major events, earning podium finishes and accumulating valuable points. Her performances on the world stage made her one of the most recognizable faces in professional surfing. Her ability to perform on big waves and in challenging conditions demonstrated her skill and versatility, further solidifying her place in the elite tier of women surfers. Main achievements and recognition. Laura Enever's career in surfing has been marked by several notable achievements that have solidified her place in the sport's history. Here are some of her main accomplishments. First major victory. One of the defining moments of Laura's career came in 2013 when she won her first ASP Women's World Tour event in Newcastle, Australia. The victory was a breakthrough for the young Australian surfer and showcased her potential to compete with the best in the world. It was a triumph of her skill, perseverance, and determination. Consistent top finishes. Laura's time on the World Tour has been marked by consistent performances and strong finishes at some of the most prestigious surfing events. She earned several top 10 finishes, consistently placing high in events such as the Rip Curl Pro, Quicksilver Pro, and Billabong Pro. Her results in these events helped her remain a fixture on the World Tour for several years. Recognition for style and skill. In addition to her competitive achievements, Laura has been praised for her dynamic surfing style, which combines power, fluidity, and innovation. She has been known for her aerial maneuvers, stylish turns, and ability to handle different types of surf conditions. Her ability to ride big waves and execute precise maneuvers in tough conditions earned her recognition as one of the most exciting female surfers of her generation. Influence in the surfing community. As a leading figure in Australian surfing, Laura Enever has become a role model for aspiring young surfers, particularly young women, encouraging them to pursue their dreams in a sport that has traditionally been dominated by men. She has been an advocate for the development of women's surfing and has played a part in helping elevate the visibility and recognition of female athletes in the sport. Media exposure and sponsorships. Laura's success on the World Tour and her distinctive style have also helped her gain sponsorship deals with major brands in the surfing world. She has worked with brands such as Billabong, Oakley, and Red Bull, helping her expand her presence both in the surf world and in the broader media. Her involvement with these companies has further solidified her status as one of the sport's leading athletes. Final years and legacy. As of the mid-2020s, Laura Enever has begun to scale back her competitive surfing career, focusing more on personal projects, mentorship, and the development of women's surfing. After a solid career filled with impressive results and recognition, she transitioned from the world stage to other endeavors within the surf industry. While she still competes in select events, her focus has shifted to other passions, including helping young surfers achieve their potential and advocating for greater opportunities for women in surfing. In addition to her work within the sport, Laura has also used her platform to engage in environmental and charitable efforts, supporting causes that are close to her heart. She has worked on projects related to ocean conservation, and she continues to use her voice to bring attention to important issues within both the surf community and the broader world. Laura Enever's legacy will be defined not just by her surfing victories, but also by her impact on the sport and on the next generation of surfers. She has shown that hard work, perseverance, and dedication can lead to success, regardless of gender or obstacles. Her contributions to the sport, her groundbreaking achievements, and her role in inspiring young women in surfing will continue to be felt for years to come.